Was there anything in the trash can?
Yeah.
Okay, they just left a couple of plastic thingies.
Plastic thingy.
I mean, a couple of things in the trash can, so I'll put it in the bag later. Oh, I'm hungry. I'm gonna get that sandwich and a cake. And what else you need from me now?
Well, welcome. It is 1 o'clock and we are going to protect your time because it's important. So welcome to our Agent Mastermind. We do these once a week on Mondays at 1 o'clock. And we'll be doing them, I think, for the next couple of weeks. And then I'm going to change it into kind of a resource time so that you guys can get online with me and I can answer questions, or we can script practice or whatever needs to happen in order to get you guys successful. So today our focus is on scripting. And since both of you are brand new, I think probably the one thing that we should focus, well, we have a couple options. One, we can focus on scripting to make the calls for our sphere, or we can focus on buyer consultations or listing appointments. Do you have any requests of what you'd like to focus on? Because this is your time.
No clue. I'm still trying to.
Like, I don't know.
I'm still trying to put 10,000 contacts into command.
Sphere of influence. Calling our sphere.
All right. So we're gonna call our sphere of influence. All right. So let me hold on just a second. And I'm going to look for
Either of you guys tried these beer cheese burgers from Wendy's? They are awesome.
No, I haven't. Beer cheese. Okay.
beer cheeseburgers
They've been advertising them, and I had to try one.
with the pretzel bun.
Yep.
Oh,
There you go.
sounds good.
So if I make weird noises, that's what it's all about.
You're in love with those. Okay. All right. So I wanted to remind you, first of all, Jim, you're going to get this when we talk on Friday. But Melissa, I want to remind you on your sphere, on your Excel spreadsheet that I have here.
Yes.
You go here to this button right here. It says click here to access sphere of influence scripts. And if you open it up, there is a script. Can you guys see the sphere of influence script, or do you still see my Excel spreadsheet?
Spreadsheet.
Got it. Hold on. Here we go. So, oh, somebody wants in.
Oh, no.
It's all right. Hey, authoring. So here's the sphere of influence script that we have in your Excel spreadsheet, and it's easy to use, and it goes something like this. Hey, Melissa, this is Julianne with Keller Williams. Thanks for taking my call. This is a really quick call about business. Now, you don't have to say that, but here's the thing. If you know somebody that's a talker, you may want to qualify them, right?
Yes,
because otherwise they'll be like, oh, how you doing? What's going on? And you spend all this time when you should be focused on business, right?
Yes.
I wanted to touch base real quick to remind you that I'm in real estate, and here's what I know. The statistics show that in the next 12 months, you're going to run into 5 to 7 people who will be ready to buy a home, sell a home, or invest in real estate. Can I ask a big favor? When you run into those people, can I count on you to call me for their information? And then you just wait. Okay? Now, I want you to notice a couple of things about the script. First of all, notice buy a home, sell a home, invest in real estate.
Yeah.
They are italicized and there's dots. There's a reason for that. Those need to have a downswing to them. So you're going to pause every time you see 3 dots.
Okay.
People who are ready to buy a home, sell a home, or invest in real estate. Can I count on you for a big favor? Can I ask you for a big favor? When you run into this people, can I count on you to call me with their information? You're purposefully pausing before you say those words, and it's a downswing. Call me, buy a home, sell a home, invest in real estate. There's a reason for that. Anybody got an idea?
So they can think.
One.
It stays in their mind.
Mm-hmm. Why else?
It interrupts a thought, making sure that you know that there's 3 different things you're telling them instead of just one big thing.
Exactly. Absolutely. Why else? This comes from the language of sales. Authorine, you want to jump in here and say something?
Sure. So it's not a question when there's a downswing.
Yes.
It's planting a seed in their mind, and it's an expectation that you actually will.
Exactly.
So I'm not
We
asking
will.
you a question. I'm actually subconsciously assuming the sale that you will call me
Exactly.
when I call you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, and this one says, so can I count on you to call me at least 5 times in the next 12 months? I mean, you could be that blatant if you want.
Mhm.
Thanks so much. You don't know how much I appreciate your help. Well, I've got you on the phone now. Who do you know? It's not do you know anyone? It's who do you know that's thinking about buying or selling anywhere in the country? Because you have a great referral network, right?
Mhm.
So it's just having those conversations. Now, the first question that's going through your mind right now is, well, this doesn't sound like me. Are either of you thinking that?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay. And I would hope that you would say that, because scripts are important, because what we do is we memorize them, then we internalize them so that then they can become a part of what we are. We can't internalize them until we've memorized them. So if this sounds scripted, there's a reason why it sounds scripted, because this is not how you speak. Right? But we can easily, knowing all of the information in here, we can easily adjust it and adapt it, and yet keep the most important things in there, like the downswings, right? And the pausing to make sure, and the who do you know. So I'll give you an example. Jim, let's pretend that I gave you a call, okay? Hey, Jim, it's Julianne Rivera with Keller Williams. How are you doing?
I'm good. What's going on, Julianne?
Hey, it's so good to hear your voice. Are you guys still, how are you doing with COVID right now?
Making do just like anybody.
Are you out and about, or are you still at home?
Wide open.
Wide open. So you're out and about. That's awesome. Say, listen, I've got a quick question for you. Can I ask you for a favor?
Does it involve money?
No, it doesn't.
Then yes, anything for you.
Awesome, Jim. Thank you. So as I was thinking about people that I know in my sphere of influence and people that I know, your name came up because I know that you know a lot of people. I am fairly new in real estate. I just joined Keller Williams and I'm super excited. And my goal is to help 12 people this year with their real estate needs. So when you're out and about, who do you know that I should talk to today about they're either buying a home, selling a home, or investing in real estate that I can talk to today?
Funny you should ask. My brothers actually asked me yesterday if I knew of a real estate agent.
Perfect. Can I get his name and number? I'll be glad to give him a call.
Sure.
Then I would do that. Who else do you know? Now, the who do you know gets the Rolodex in their brain going, right?
Yeah.
Then I would go and I'd say, so statistics show us that over a 12-month period of time that you're going to run into at least 5 to 7 more people who are going to be ready to buy a home, sell a home, or invest in real estate. When that happens, can I count on you to call me with their information? Now, it's a question, but I went down instead of up because it shows more confidence. Does that make sense to you guys?
Yes.
Did it sound more conversational than when I read the script the first time?
Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So part of knowing a script is knowing where you're going with it and what the value, what the purpose of, and then moving forward with the script. Okay, so let's do this. I'm throwing you into the fire today. Pardon me. Melissa,
Yes.
why don't you give a call to Jim, and I'm going to listen in, and let's just see how this goes. You're going to ask him for some context.
Okay. Hi, Jim. This is Melissa. How are you doing?
I'm good.
Good. Thank you so much for taking my call. I just wanted to give you a quick call about business. I wanted to touch base real quick to remind you that I'm a new real estate agent with Keller Williams Realty, and here's what I know. Statistics show that the next 12 months you are going to run into 5 to 7 people that will be ready to buy a home, sell a home, or invest in real estate. And I was wondering if I could ask you a big favor.
What's up?
When you run into people, or first of all, do you know of anyone who is looking to buy a home or list a home?
I'm going to stop you. You
Yeah.
asked, do you know anyone?
Yeah.
Okay. It
Hear
should
the
be who do you know?
difference?
Yes.
Do you know is a yes, no question. We never
Yeah.
ask yes, no questions.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, yes, no.
Okay. Do you know anyone, or who do you know?
There you go.
There you go.
Who do you know that might be interested in buying a home or selling a home or investing in real estate at the time?
I
At this
don't know.
time.
Don't know of anybody, I don't think.
Well, you're making this hard.
Okay,
No,
this is valid. Thank you.
This
Thank
is
you,
good.
Jim, for pushing
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
Okay?
So-
And you're going to get that. So
Yeah.
the first thing you do is thank you so much for thinking about it, right?
All right.
And then you can go on to, I would save the statistic piece for a second, in my opinion, as long as you know it, right?
Okay.
So, well, statistically, I know that, we know that within the next year, you're going to run into at least 5 to 7 people. And when you do, right, and then you can go to that. So, right,
Okay.
keep going.
Well, thank you for thinking about it. When you run into those people, can I count on you to call me with their information?
Sure, definitely.
Well, thank you. I'm trying to read this. Great. So can I count on you to call me at least 5 times within the next 12 months?
I'll see what I can do.
Well, great. Thank you for taking my call. And you don't know how much I appreciate your help. And while I've got you on the phone, who do you know that is thinking about buying or selling real estate anywhere in the country?
I don't know anybody, but I'll let you know if I do.
Well, great. Thank you again, and I'll be in touch.
Cool. Great job, Melissa. All right. So did that feel uncomfortable?
Yes, very.
Okay. So the good news is it's only uncomfortable because it's not a skill you have not yet. It's a skill you have not yet mastered.
Yeah.
That's
True.
Yeah.
So when you guys are feeling uncomfortable with these scripts, it's because 1, you haven't internalized it for yourself, and 2, it's just not you yet. Okay.
Right.
So once you get this down, they're going to roll right off of you. Okay. Your scripts. Is that Sergine? I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly.
Yes, you are.
Yes, it is.
Hi, Sergine. Welcome. We're glad you're here. Would it be possible? Would you please put your video on so we can see your beautiful face?
Okay.
I don't care what you look like. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Or what your background is. It's all good, right, Melissa? We're on the porch. We're in the
Right.
kitchen. We're all over the place.
Yep.
All right, Jim, it's your turn, and you're going to be calling Sergine. Same thing. Let's go.
Hi, Sir Gene. This is Jim Warren. Thank you so much for taking my call. It's just a quick call about business. I was wanting to touch base with you to remind you that I'm in real estate, and statistically speaking, you should run into 5 to 7 people within the next 12 months who are ready to either buy a home, sell a home, or invest in real estate. Can I ask you a big favor? When you run into those people, can I count on you to call me, with their information? Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Great. So can I count on you to call me, say, at least 5 times in the next 12 months?
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much. You have no idea how much I appreciate your help. Oh, while I got you on the phone, who do you know that's thinking about buying or selling anywhere in the country? Anywhere.
Yes, I have a friend.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Any way I could get his information?
Yes, I can definitely give you that.
Sorry, we got a guest here.
I thought I
She wanted
heard
to see
something, either a baby or a cat. I wasn't sure. It's all good.
She just jumped up, wanted to see what was going on.
Always. They always want to be in the middle of it.
Sorry, she felt left out.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, well, I appreciate it. Thanks again for your time, and I'll definitely be in touch.
Yes, thank you.
All right, cool. How did it feel, Jim?
I mean, it's still. Oh, what happened?
You're there.
You're here.
My screen, I guess, screensaver or something. Anyway, can't
Yeah,
see
you're
you.
fine.
I'll work on that. But yeah, it felt. I mean, it didn't feel natural, but
It will after a while, right? It will after a while. Just give yourself some time. And here's the thing. On Mondays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays at 8:30 every week, we have Power Hour. And Power Hour is the opportunity for you to practice your scripts with the coach. Tom Conrad is awesome. And he's there every single, like I said, all those days, specifically to help you get comfortable with your scripts. I also recommend, especially for you new guys, to find a script partner, somebody that you can practice with daily, where before you get on the phone, you're rehearsing with that individual, and then you're getting on the phone. So you're not practicing on your sphere, or you're not practicing on people. You're focused on, right, getting comfortable with it. And the more you do it, the more it's just you're not gonna have to rely on this. You're gonna be able to do it from memory. And then you can be more confident at it. Were any of you, I don't think any of you were on Mega Camp, were you?
no.
No, okay.
I
So
I
at
was
Mega
on-
Camp.
I did.
yeah,
I did Mega Camp. Yes.
Were you able to do the script championship? Did you watch that?
No, I did not get to watch the script championship.
All right, so that was awesome. There were 8 people competing. They did it twice. They were 8 people competing, and it was literally a script off where they each got the same script, and then they each did it, and everybody voted on who the winner was. And the first winner was from Atlanta, Georgia, and it was Anna Kalinsky. And then Courtney Newton from our office, she was in the second group of 8, and she made it to the semifinals. I'm telling you this because they do stuff like this all the time to get comfortable with their scripts, and you can't become a script master unless you practice them. And some of the scripts that they had were freaking awesome, right? Right, authoring?
Yes.
They were amazing.
Can you
Yes.
hear me?
Yeah.
You can hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, good. Because my screen's not lighting up when I'm talking. Yeah,
Oh.
those scripts were awesome.
In fact, if you from Keller Williams International, they have the emails that went out, and they should have included in them the mastery scripts from that contest.
Yeah, the
So
scripts are
check
out.
your emails from Keller Williams International, because there were some really great scripts there.
Okay.
I mean, drop the mic kind of scripts.
Mhm.
All right, so Sir Jean, it's your turn now. You're going to call Melissa, and you're going to talk to her as though you already know her, right? This is sphere of influence. So these are people we know. They love us. They trust us. They want to work with us, right? Go ahead and give her a call and see what you can get going.
Her
Can you
name's
see the
Melissa?
script? Oh,
Yes. You said her name was Melissa?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, ring, ring.
Hello.
Hi, Melissa, this is Sir Jean.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hi, hi, Melissa, this is Sir Jean.
Hi, Sir Jean.
Hi, how are you?
Great.
Good. Thanks so much for taking my call. My phone is a second. This is a quick call about business. I wanted to touch bases real quick to remind you that I'm in real estate, and here's what I know. Statistics show that in the next 12 months, you're going to run into 5 to 7 people who will be ready to buy a home, sell a home, or invest in real estate. Can I ask you a big favor?
It depends.
When you run into those people, can I count on you to call me with their information?
Yes, of course.
Awesome. So I can count on you to call me at least 5 times the next 12 months.
Yes.
Great. Thank you so much. You have no idea how much I appreciate your help. Oh, while I've got you on the phone now, who do you know that is thinking about buying or selling anywhere in the country?
No one at this time, but if I find or hear of anyone, I will let you know. I'll follow up with you.
Great. Thank you so much. Again, thanks for your time, and I'll be in touch.
All right. Thank you. Have a great day.
You too.
That was good, Sir Jean. You got a great phone voice and it showed a lot of confidence. The one thing is, when you get to the buy a home, sell a home, or invest in real estate, you want to pause just before each one and make sure it's a downswing. Just a little bit of a pause to punch those through, right? Because there's subliminal messages that we're giving people. Also, can I count on you to call me? It's subliminal. Call me, right? You'll see it. Now that you know about these, you're going to start seeing them in advertisement all the time.
Yeah.
Right? You start picking up on it. It's called the language of sales.
And
All right.
And one more thing, Sir Jean.
Yeah.
When you asked the question and you went up, can you call me with your information? You went up instead of saying, can you call me with their information?
Yes.
Okay.
Drop it down. Even though it's a question, we go down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which shows more confidence. Thanks for catching that one, Authorine.
Okay.
Cool. All right. Now I'm going to do this. All right, Jim,
Yes,
you're
ma'am.
calling Melissa. Script is gone.
Yeah.
That's cheating.
No, it's not cheating.
All right, this ought to be good.
Well, we practice and we rehearse with each other. We don't do it on our clients. So go for it.
Make it your own, Jim.
That's right.
Yeah, this one's definitely going to be my own. Hey, Melissa, this is Jim with Keller Williams Realty. How you doing today?
I'm great. How are you doing?
I'm good. Just giving you a quick call about business. So Let's see, trying to remember.
You are still alive, so keep going.
Yeah. All right, you still there, Melissa? Sorry, my cat jumped up and
Yeah, I'm here.
make up a lie and roll with it, right? Well, that was, where'd she go?
Right here. She's still here.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
She's
Okay.
still there.
All right, got you. Statistics say that about 5 to 7 times a year, you run into people that are looking to either, buy real estate, sell real estate, or invest in real estate properties. I don't remember the next part.
Think about it.
Yeah.
What would be next?
Can I count on you to give me a call whenever you run across these people?
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome. Do you know anybody right now that's looking, to buy real estate or?
No.
Who do you know that's looking to buy right now? Who?
Sorry, that was the rude way of me saying no to that yes no question.
That's okay. That's all right. It's who?
All right. So who do you know looking to buy real estate now or sell real estate or any type of real estate investments?
I don't know of anyone at this time.
All right. Well, if you do hear somebody, can I count on you to call me or give me their information?
Yes.
Oh, awesome. So I can look forward to hearing from you, 5 or 6 times in the next year.
Yes.
Oh, awesome. Actually, while I got you on the phone, do you know of anybody, or I'm sorry, who do you know like looking to buy or sell real estate like in the country, not just local?
At this time, I don't know of anyone.
All right. Well, that's cool. Well, certainly, keep me in mind if you run into anybody. I'll be glad to help them. Toodles.
Okay, thanks.
All right, great job
I
with
didn't have anything to read. That was weird.
it's okay. So what does this tell us about scripts? It's okay for you to have a script to rely on. You just can't read it. You have to know what's on it. But that was one of the things that I again, it reminded me, especially because of Zoom or being on the phone. Great script people, they have their scripts. They have a script book. They've got scripts up all over the place that they know exactly where it is. So they get an objection, boom, they know it's over here, right? They get this one, boom, it's over here. So all they have to do is glance at it, and it gives them that trigger in their mind so that they know exactly what to say. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Definitely.
So there's no problem with having it. What you don't want to do is be so reliant on it that you have to read it. Because when you read it, we speak different than we read, right? So
Yes.
you don't want to be reading the script. You need to know it, and what you're doing is you're glancing at it more than anything. Okay?
Okay.
So great opportunity, Jim. I mean, you did a great job remembering what was on there and then getting to it. So way to go. All right, Sir Gene. It is, let's see, will you call Jim, please?
Okay. All right. Ring, ring.
Hello.
Hi, Jim. How are you? This is Sir Jean from Keller Williams Realty.
Hey, Sir Gene, how you been?
Pretty good. I was just calling. Statistics show that that everyone is buying or selling right now. The market is pretty hot. So I was just calling to see if you know anyone thinking about buying or selling.
No, I don't know anybody.
Okay.
Try it again, Sir Gene. How do you change that?
Okay.
How do you change it from a yes, no question to a open-ended question?
Well, not, are you thinking about it?
You could ask, are you thinking about? That's an open-ended question.
Okay.
Well, actually, are you is a yes, no question. When are you thinking of making a real
When?
estate change is an open-ended question, right?
Yeah. When would be?
So try again. You got this.
Okay. So I was calling to see if you like when are you I don't know.
You're fine. Don't give up.
Okay.
Somebody help her. What is the verbiage she needs to know?
Who do you know?
That's right.
Yeah.
Who do you know?
It's difficult.
Yeah.
I just had to do it. I
Not the
know
way
how
we
difficult it is.
Right, Jim. It's not the way we normally think. But do you all hear the difference between do you know someone and who do you know?
Who do you know? Because yeah, you're getting that.
Okay, because when you hear do you know someone, automatically in your brain, here's the reason we do it. When you say do you know, people's brain automatically shuts off. And their knee-jerk reaction is no, I don't know anybody. If you ask them who do you know, it automatically, it's subconscious. Who do you know opens up the Rolodex in their brain and they start circling through. Even if they don't know anybody, they start circling through in their brain. So you're triggering their reticular activating system and getting them to think where they weren't thinking before. Okay, so there's a reason the way we say it the way we do. Okay, try it again. Start from the beginning. Start fresh.
All right. Ring ring.
Oh,
Hi Jim. This is Sergine from Keller Williams Realty. How are you today?
I'm good, Sergine.
Good. So I was just calling, just to share with you that statistics show right now that everyone is buying or selling. Right now, the market is pretty hot. So I was just calling to, who do you know at the moment that you're thinking about buying or selling a home at this time?
Oh, I think you got. Are you there, Jim? Well, I can't think of anybody at this time, Sergine.
Okay. Well, I definitely was calling to see if maybe, if you're, keep me in mind when you're thinking about looking for a home, or anybody that you know may be looking for a home.
I would be glad to do that. Yeah.
Okay, great. Also, I also wanted to let you know, do you know anyone thinking about buying or selling in the country? Who do you know, anybody in the country?
Even even on the West Coast?
Yeah.
How can you help me on the West Coast?
Well, I do have other agents around the area that I can do referrals with.
Okay. All right. Yeah, let me think on that. I hadn't really thought about it before, but I'll be glad to put some thought into it.
All right. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And definitely you can contact me so I can share with you if you have any real estate questions.
Okay. All right. We'll do.
Okay.
Okay. So talk to me about what was going through your brain.
I definitely have to practice.
Yes.
And
were you, a question, I got the sense that you were being critical of yourself while you were in the process.
Mm-hmm.
Were you analyzing how you were doing?
Yes.
That is not the time to do that, right? We can analyze afterwards, but not in the moment. Because if we do it in the moment, it loses our train of thought, right?
Yeah.
So you've got to focus on the conversation and building a relationship with them.
Mm-hmm.
Later on, you can analyze, you can review what you said and what I would have done differently, but not in the moment. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Give yourself permission to just do well.
Yeah.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right, Melissa, it's your turn.
Yes, hi.
To our Jim. Oh, wait, here he comes. Go ahead, Melissa.
Am I gonna call Sergine?
Sure.
Ring ring.
Hello.
Hi, Sir Jean. This is Melissa Cole with Keller Williams Realty. How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm very good, thank you. I'm reaching out to see who you might know that might be looking to buy a home, sell a home, or invest in real estate property at this time.
I don't have anybody at the moment.
Okay. Well, when you hear of someone looking to buy a home, sell a home, or invest in real estate, can I count on you to call me when you
Definitely.
hear of anything?
Definitely.
All right, great. Thank you. So I just lost it. So I can look forward to hearing from you 5 to 7 times within the next 12 months?
Yes.
Great, great. Well, thank you for taking my call, and I look forward to hearing from you soon.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Thank you, Sir Jean.
Thank you.
Does that feel better or worse?
That felt better.
Because you weren't looking at a script, right?
Yeah.
You just got to get comfortable with it. Okay. We're going to do one more round in a minute. And this time the question is, or the answer is, I don't know anybody right now. So I want you to give some pushback because I want you to practice getting comfortable with pushback. All right.
Okay.
Also, so the pushback that I get when I have agents call my sphere, why are we calling your sphere first?
Because they know you and they're comfortable with you?
Exactly. And most of them trust you. So if they trust you as a friend, they're going to trust you with their real estate needs, right? They're going to trust referring you to other people versus a cold call. Your chance of turning somebody that you know into an actual lead is much higher than an absolute cold call who doesn't know you from Adam. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you called everybody on your sphere. Oh, I called everybody. I don't know what to do now. You should be calling them more than once. So you need to have other reasons to call them. So the next time you're going to call them, you're saying, hey, I'm working on putting together a vendor list because so many people have needs for people to work around the house or even resources in the area. So I'm curious, who have you worked with recently that gave you a 5-star, what I consider a 5-star service? And you just wait. Really, tell me more about it and ask good questions, right? About what they did and what made it a 5-star experience. You know, talk to them about it. Wonderful. I would love to add them to my vendor list. Cannot you get me their contact information, and I'd love to chat with them and see if they'd like to be added. Great. As anybody else that you can think of that gave you a 5-star experience. Okay. And then once you've done that, say, so as I'm putting this together, I'll be glad to share this with you at the end. I'm curious, what resource are you looking for that I can, while I'm talking to other people, that I can search for you? So someone says, well, I need a good CPA. Perfect. I'll be glad to search around for it. And when I find one, I'll let you know. Wonderful. So what you're doing is you're becoming a valuable resource for people. Does that make sense to y'all?
Yes.
Yep.
And then once you've got that vendor list together, then of course you're going to share it with them. You're going to call them and say, hey, I put together this vendor list. I would like to send it to you. So those are at least 3 touches. And it also gives you numbers to call for vendors. And so when you call the vendors, it's, hey, so-and-so referred me to you and said you gave them excellent customer service. I'm curious, are you currently open to new clients? Some aren't, but most are going to say absolutely. Perfect. I'd love to stop by and learn more about your business for just a couple minutes and meet you face to face. You could do it that way or just have a conversation with them, you know, over the phone. But people like to touch base, and that's a whole nother avenue where you're getting into vendors. So then when you're talking to them, it's, so everybody has at least two real estate agents that they refer. Who are the 2 that you like to refer people to? Well, most people only have 1 person that they refer. So I want to be the second, right? So again, whole conversations. Also, then you can start doing vendor highlights. Hey, this week I want to focus in on your business and highlight it on my Facebook page. So you're going to go interview them and do a quick video, put it on your business Facebook page. You're going to link it to them so they get to put it on their business Facebook page. And suddenly, Jim Warren, you're just now in front of everybody that's on their business page. You see where this is going?
Good idea.
So there's ways to get out there and, you know, continually build your sphere of influence. Okay? All right. Now, let's do this one more time. And this time, give a little bit of pushback. Don't be super ugly, but a little bit of pushback, okay? All right, Jim, why don't you call Melissa, please?
All right. Hey, Melissa, this is Jim with Jim Warren with Keller Williams. How you doing today?
I'm very good. How are you?
Oh, I'm good. You know, just staying safe from all this madness. So it's just a little quick call about business. As you know, I'm doing real estate, and you know, paying a lot of attention to the statistics. Say 5 to 7 people. You know, you'll run into 5 to 7 people within the next 12 months that, you know, are looking to buy a home, sell a home, or, you know, invest in real estate. Who do you know? Who do you know that might be looking to do one of those?
I don't know of anyone at the moment.
All right. Well, do you, so, I mean, I should be able to, you know, if you run across several people over the next 12 months, would you be comfortable, or can I count on you to give them or give me their information, you know, whenever you run into some people?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, that's awesome. Who do you know in the United States? You know, somebody looking anywhere for real estate, not just local.
Well, I know someone in Florida, but how can you help them in another state and region?
I work with Keller Williams, who's got a huge network. I can find somebody that's reputable to help them right away. I can have them in touch with them within the next hour.
Okay, that's good to know. All right, well, I'll reach out to them and pass your information on to them.
I mean, if you don't mind, I mean, I can reach out to them for you, or, you know, if you're comfortable doing that, or, you know, see if they'll allow you to just give me their name and address and I can contact them directly.
Okay. All right, well, let me check with them before I pass along their information, but I will definitely follow up with you either way today and let you know.
I completely understand. I wouldn't want somebody just giving my name and number out to random people either. You know, but you know me, you trust me. I'll treat them right.
Absolutely. Thank you.
All right. Well, have a good day.
All right. Thank you.
All
You
right.
too.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Melissa, give Jim some feedback. What did he do well?
He didn't give me yes or no questions.
Okay. What else did he do?
And he corrected himself.
He did. He corrected himself instead of saying, what I loved was he said, would you feel comfortable? And then he said, no, can I count on you?
Yes.
Right? There's a total different focus, right? Would you feel comfortable and can I count on you?
Yes. Absolutely.
Is a really nice catch. So good job on that. You'll also notice towards the end when he was asking for that information, he became very comfortable.
Yes, right? He did.
It was not scripted and it still sounded scripted, and you pushed to get the information from her versus her contacting them and them contacting you. You want to be the one driving it. So way to go on that, Jim.
I learned a long time ago that doesn't work. If you wait on them to call you, it's not going to happen.
Exactly. You want to be in the driver's seat on that one. All right, Sir Gene, it's your turn. How about for Jim, please?
I'll try to keep my connection this time. My laptop died and I couldn't find a charger.
No worries.
Yeah, you're muted, Sir Gene.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hello.
Hi, Jim. How are you?
I'm good.
Good. This is Sir Jean from Keller Williams Realty. I was
Oh.
just calling to share with you what's going on in the market right now. It's pretty hot.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah. Listen, who do you know that may be thinking about buying or selling a home in the next 12 months?
I can't think of anybody off the top of my head.
Okay. All right. Okay. Definitely. I would love for you to make sure to share my contact information with anybody that may be thinking about buying or selling. Let them know, give them my contact information, and I'll definitely be able to assist them. Okay. Can I count on you to do that for me?
Anything for you.
Okay. Awesome. And also, do you know anybody right now that may be thinking about, well, who do you know, anybody in the country that may be thinking about buying or selling or investing in a home?
No, nobody that I know of.
Nobody in the country? Okay. But let you know that, I know a lot of agents within the Keller Williams network, so I can definitely refer anybody that may be looking. Okay.
Sounds good.
All right. Thanks so much. You have a good day. All right.
You too. Thank you.
All right, Jim, what positive feedback do you have for Sabrina?
Well, I mean, she I guess transitioned pretty well and didn't leave a lot of dead space, from like the way she started, and then, asking about, because it's a very awkward question, because you've already asked them if they know, who do they know? And then you're asking them again, who do you know in the country? Like it's, to me, it's the same question, but I mean, I understand why it's different, because, your people think locally, and then you're trying to get them to think, with a broader stroke.
Exactly.
That's a tough transition.
Mm-hmm.
So I think she handled that very well.
You bet. And keep in mind, Sir Jean, the one thing that I would suggest when you're talking about referrals, make it sound like, so I have a huge referral network and agents that I work with on a regular basis that I trust and that I can put you in touch with, versus you want it to sound like you're connected to these people, not that you're just picking somebody random out of the phone book, which is what they would be doing anyway. Do you hear the difference between those two? Right? Mm-hmm. So you want to make sure that they hear in your voice that you've got a connection with them, so that it makes more sense for them to refer versus just picking somebody. Okay. Mm-hmm. Also, you mentioned, and this is just to be aware, you mentioned that you called about some statistics about real estate, but you never gave him any statistics.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. So important knowing your script. The statistic that we know is that within 12 months, everyone will run into 5 to 7 people that are looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate. That's the stat, right? Now, it's different if you want to talk to them about the market. And if you do, you better have your notes ready so that they can, they may be asking, so what's the market like right now? You need to know what the market's doing. Okay? Just to be prepared. So
low inventory, low interest rates. Let's go.
Exactly. Low. Oh, well, then now is not a good time. So beautiful. Here's some really interesting information. You can buy $34,000 more house this year than you could last year, even though house prices have gone up. People like to know that. So yes, there's a low inventory, but if you say, hey, there's low inventory, people may be saying, hey, Chris, how are you? People may be thinking, well, if it's low inventory, I don't want to get in that market. I don't want to compete with the bidding. But if you say, because thanks to the interest rates, you can get $34,000 more house today than you could a year ago, even though housing prices have gone up. People are like, wow, right? So then they get excited. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce you to Chris Van Zandt. Chris is one of our star agents in our office. He's on our ALC. which is the Agent Leadership Council. So he's in the top 20%. He's actually in the top 10%. He is one of my people that I have coached since day one. And I'm very proud of his success and what he's done. He currently, ladies and gentlemen, has 18 signed buyer brokerage agreements and 3 listings. So just so that you know, he knows his stuff.
That was very kind. Thank you.
So these are all brand new agents. So we've been working on our sphere of influence. So you want to give us your sphere of influence script? I would love to hear it.
Convincing them to use me as an agent, or just telling them what I do for a living, or all of it?
It could be any. What do you do when you first call them and say, "Hey"? So I'm somebody that you know. Go for it.
If it's someone that I haven't talked to in a while, it's obviously a different conversation than someone I've talked to recently. So I've been in the business 2.5 years now. So I had to figure out the conversations. My past career is 26 years. So I had to figure out how to tell someone I did something else for so long at a high level and I could do this job at a high level. So what it boiled down to was the challenge of saying, hey, I'm brand new. You got to use me over here, the guy who knows nothing. And what I realized was just being, it sounds so dumb, but being myself. I told them I was the same friend I always was, the same friend they wanted to meet for a beer, or they wanted to discuss the weather with, or who knows what with, or their family and their lives. I was the same person. I never changed, just my profession changed. My same attention to detail, my same loyalty that I was as a friend transferred over to this business. So I just learned that my conversation would be, I never discussed real estate first. It was always a casual conversation. Of course, they're gonna ask, how are you doing? And I would always say great, even when I wasn't doing that great. I never projected negativity towards my friends. I always said, it's great, I'm learning this, or I'm doing this. I never said it was a bad day today, I didn't get this done. I wanted them to hear the positives I was doing, because then they eventually became cheerleaders of mine or friends of mine, because they wanted to go, oh my gosh, you're killing it on Facebook. Or I saw you just did this. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that was great. And they want to hear a story about it. So for me, with calling friends, I literally just say, once they bring up your work, I just drop something positive and then ask them a question. Put it back, make them talk some more. I talk a lot, and that's a real challenge for me. And I say something about, I'm working on this right now on the west side of town, the east side of town. Have you ever been over there? I'll ask any kind of question to get their brain spinning, and I'll get them involved in real estate dialogue, where it's not just me spitting real estate into them, it's them pouring back into me.
Sure.
And eventually I'll say, if you ever need help, I'd be honored to help you. And maybe if you know somebody from school, from work, from your neighborhood, I'd love to have a conversation. Will you please keep me in mind the next time you hear someone discussing real estate? I would really appreciate that, or my family would really appreciate that. And if I'm in person, I'll lower I ground myself a lot. I touch my chest. I would appreciate it. Mm-hmm. Do that. You send that signal to somebody. It shows you're kind of bringing.
Yes, exactly. It shows humility. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you're bringing it to your heart. You're bringing it. I would love to serve you. I would love to help you. Can you please let me help you? And the answers are almost always going to be yes. Now, it's our job to keep staying on top of it so they do think of you and not someone else. But at least that first conversation is, please let me know if I can do anything to help you.
Absolutely.
There you go.
So another thing that you could do as far as scripting goes is you could do what we call a care call. So it's checking in with people. So, COVID's doing some crazy stuff. I just wanted to check in and see how you and your family are doing. Get some feedback from them. How are you faring? Are the kids back in school? Ask some questions. And then, so talk to me about how your work's been affected. If you ask about their work, they're going to ask you about yours. I mean, it's just that they can't help but not do it. So how's your work? I'm glad you asked. And then you could ease into, I joined Keller Williams and I'm in real estate and I'm really loving it. Great. Their question then is, how's the market? Always. How's the market doing? The market's amazing. Why do you ask? I always want to know what they're interested in, right? And so anything like that where you can get into a conversation about the market is a good thing. You need to have some nuggets. And so when we meet, I'm going to show you where these tools are so that you can start studying the stats so that you know them and are able to speak to them so that you can speak with confidence. Okay? Questions? Concerns?
I was just going to say, I met Chris. He was in a Ignite class a couple weeks ago. You were talking as I was coming in.
That's right. That was your first day.
Yeah, you caught my attention. You know, I was going to walk in, spend 10 minutes, see if it was anything, because I figured it'd be so far over my head I wasn't even going to, you know, just kind of take the temperature of the room. I stayed for the entire class. You know, I'll probably get back there one day this week to attend another one. I felt like I learned a lot. I appreciate you catching my attention.
Oh, you're welcome. I'm actually teaching the entire class on negotiating on Thursday. I do the lead off of every class for 30 minutes, which is what you call it, where we discuss kind of, it could be challenges, it could be all kinds of things. Like today we discussed a woman held an open house this weekend, and I kind of picked her brain so the group would hear how she used. And that was a thing that she said was successful for her was I encourage scripting. That's actually why I came today. I love scripting. It's my favorite thing in the whole world. Because
why is it so important, Chris?
Well, because of Julianne, I mean, I'm top 20 in the office because I know how to script because Julianne taught me how. I coached from day one. I mean, and I still coach now. I don't even have to, but I choose to. I think when you find someone who holds you accountable and encourages the greatness in you and it helps you work out the rough edges, that's what you're supposed to find. So, Jim, thanks for coming to Ignite and sitting there. Come on back on Thursday if you have time.
Yeah, that'd be great. That would be a great session. If it's on negotiations, that would be a really good one for you guys to attend if you can. Is it live only or is it also on Zoom?
It's live only.
Okay, but it's a small group, right?
Small group, and everyone has their own table, so social distance. So you're more back of the class and kind of sit and listen and ask questions if you got them. And at the end of the day, the only thing that's different between people in that class and you guys is they've got like 2 more weeks working here than you do, or a month. It's not like they're leaps and bounds ahead of you. They just joined just before you did, odds are.
Right.
So don't think walking in that room you should feel uncomfortable or nervous or afraid, because basically we're all in the same boat, and I learn every day. So I've actually have sat in on Ignite classes, even though I already graduated from Ignite, just because there's more than one way to to sell a house. There's more than one way to talk to a client.
Right.
I know my way, and I know there's other ways that are successful. So the more tools you put in your tool belt, the more scripts that you learn, really you become really successful that way.
Exactly.
You
need, for each person, you need to understand a little bit better how they work, and certain scripts work better with certain personality styles.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of this is a learning process. So you're welcome to join on Mondays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays at 8:30 in the morning. Imani sends out at the beginning of the week, and I think in the middle of the week, she sends that link out for the Power Hour. So you're welcome to join there to work on your scripts. Find somebody you can practice your scripts with. And I prefer, it's better if it's a real estate agent versus just anybody, because they're going to know objections and they're going to know what's right and what's wrong, or what you should be doing. So you want to get that practice, and then you can start rehearsing with and practicing on your friends and family so that you get really comfortable with it. The better that you are online, the better you're going to be in front of your clients. It's all about scripting, right? It's number one.
I agree.
For sure. Right? For sure. Awesome. Any last questions? So you all, Sergine, you'll get that link, and Jim, you'll get that link from me when you guys meet. Sergine, you're meeting with Authorine, I think today, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you'll get the Agent Success Plan with those scripts. And Jim, I'll meet with you on Friday, and I'll get that to you. And keep plugging away, keep working on your scripts. All right? Thanks for
Got it.
joining us, Chris. Appreciate it.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Yes, thank
All
you.
right. Take
Bye,
care,
everybody.
everybody.
Bye.
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 All right.